What's going on, people? Back with a bang. This is the Money Management, back here to bring you guys another video today. So we had the first day of trading this week. It is Tuesday. It's a shorter week, which is why in my pre-market watch list I explained I expect it to be a little bit of a choppy week, but that doesn't mean you can't trade. It's just a little bit of a warning to newer traders that maybe you want to only trade when you see a clear trend. Maybe you only want to trade when you see a clear pattern or a clear trend in the market, as I mentioned, clear direction. But for those of us who are a bit more experienced, like us in the Discord, as you could see, today we made bank in the Discord. We made the plays, we traded what we saw. Sometimes you can just trade what you see, get in and get out, and move on. So that's what we did. That's what we're going to dive into. So I'm going to review a few of today's trades, today's wins, today's plays. I'm also going to review some stocks which I expect to continue running the rest of this week. And then I'll leave you with some stocks which I think are looking good for the long term as well. Now before we do that, you guys know the drill. Drop that thumbs up. It is much appreciated when you guys do show love on these videos. Also comment, share these videos with your friend, and subscribe if you're new around here. It's completely free. I'm going to be uploading more regularly now, so come and check out all that I've got on this channel. And like I said, let's make it a good time. So where to start today? Honestly, there's a lot of things we could start with, but we're going to start with Tesla, because Tesla rallied like crazy today. And for those of you who traded Tesla today, Bob especially, and I know a few others as well, definitely proud of what you did. Now Tesla pumped up at the beginning of the day, straight out the gates. It jumped up $6-7, pulled back a little bit to the moving averages, 9-day moving average, and then pushed up again. Ending the day almost at $260. Now I expect that to continue going into tomorrow. I know last week it had a bit of a rough ending to the week, especially after they did announce that they're having price cuts once again. But it seems to have bounced back this week, so a good start for Tesla. And that's not all that was just rallying in tech. When it comes to tech, we're looking at AMD today. AMD, shout out to Pill on this one. AMD flew. I got to shout you out because AMD flew. It did the work. Sometimes you don't need to rely on 2, 3, 4, 5 different stocks in a day. You just need one. AMD dropped to lows of like 106, then pumped up to almost 111. That's all you need. A $4 $5 gain on that kind of stock is 2-3% on the stock, and maybe 30, 40, 50% on your options. Nvidia is a little bit lagging still, maybe kind of waiting for tomorrow before it takes off. But that's definitely one I'd say keep on your radar, keep on your watch list. Now me personally, my trade of the day, my win for today was ExxonMobil, ticker symbol XOM. You guys know I like trading the energy sector, and with this one, I traded it down to a T. So I announced in the Discord that I was getting into puts, and I had my price tag of $113.76. Now if I show you the chart, you will see that the exact point it dropped down to was $113.76, right at that white line. It then bounced from here, and from there it started to rise up again. So that was one thing to note as well. If a stock does hit your price target, get out of the trade. That's what I did. I got out of the trade, made my money, got out of the trade. Ended up with just over 30%. That's all I needed, especially when the stock had hit my price target. Now what I could have also done is also trade the upside. But sometimes in this kind of market where I expect it to be a bit choppy, I can take my gains, take my profits, and move on. So shout out to all of you in the Discord. I saw J Money get into those Exxon puts. I saw other people get into those Exxon puts. Well played. And of course, in this case, well played to myself because the chart didn't lie. The chart, the analysis was on point, and it helped us make money, which is the most important thing of all. Now moving on to the stocks that I'm kind of watching going into tomorrow, the rest of the week, maybe the rest of the month. I'm going to start with Airbnb, ticker symbol ABNB, because Airbnb, it was announced that they are going to be joining the S&P 500. So not next week, but the week after they'll be listed on the S&P 500, which is huge news. It's like basically an honor for any publicly listed company to be joining the S&P 500, because all the hedge funds, the firms, the big investors all throw a lot of money to the S&P 500. And if Airbnb is one of those on the S&P 500, then a lot of the money will be going to them as well. So what that means is it's kind of showing that real estate is still strong despite what's been happening. Again, it's very positive news for Airbnb. I expect it to continue rallying. It jumped up almost $10 today, which was over 7%, so a huge day. I expect this to continue going up to, let's say, levels of 150, further than 150, Looking at the last 6 months, the highest it was is around 153.35. So I expect it to fully hit that price target. So that's my price target for Airbnb. Then moving on, Lululemon is another company that's had some good news recently. They had earnings last Thursday, which went well. They're expecting more revenue, more profits, continue the positive run they've had in retail, especially that's what's going on in the Chinese market over there. So last week it was up 10%, and I'm expecting more upside, to be honest. If I look at the chart, like I said, they had earnings last week, which is all positive, helped the stock break past $400. And with the announcement that, sales and profits are expected to continue increasing, that's positive news. So in this day and age, when you hear that kind of stuff for a stock, expect it to continue running. It might pull back a little bit, but honestly, I'm expecting it to hold above $401, hold above $400, keep pushing up. Let's see where I get to with that one. Who knows? A couple more for you to look out for. First off, the one I mentioned in the Discord. Not SoFi, but FUBO. FUBO TV, ticker symbol FUBO. That stock is up like 28% over the past 5 days. So this is great news for the company, but what was the actual great news which created this stock to run? So basically, FUBO teamed up with Spectrum Cable, and Spectrum Cable announced that they were dropping Disney and taking on FUBO. They also announced they were giving customers up to 30% discount for the first 2 months. FUBO is known to be able to retain customers pretty well. And so with this announcement, with college football season starting, with Disney getting dropped, with a lot of traction towards FUBO, this is great news and it's helped the stock rally. I do think the stock is going to continue rallying, which is why I put it in my watch list. Also put it in the Discord, which is why I said, watch out for this week. I said it, I made sure that people knew. And this is one that I see continuing to run at least in the next week or two. So keep that on your radar. FUBO TV. Like I said, college football season just started. That's a good sign for FUBO right now. Disney getting dropped by Spectrum Cable was a good sign for FUBO because they were able to take advantage of it. But like I said, keep that on your radar because that one looks like it's going to continue going up. And lastly but not least, QQQ. So you guys have seen how the Nasdaq performed today. It was a pretty good day. So with QQQ, we're at a weird period of time. I'm expecting us to reach that high as a 400 longer term. Not quite yet. It could happen this month, of course, but I'm not expecting it to happen quite yet. What I would point out is just look at the chart, and when you look at the level we're at, you're wondering, are you going to get rejected by the EMA and break down to the levels of 368, 51, or are you going to continue pushing up back to the $400 level, back to the $404 level anytime soon? Like I said, it's in the balance right now. It's going to depend on how the rest of the market is moving. Nvidia, Tesla, Netflix, AMD, they'll all play a part in that, of course, the overall Nasdaq, like I said, the tech sector. But I am watching QQQ quite closely. Intraday, it does have some big moves. You can also play 0DTE, so there's a lot of money made, but there's also a lot of risk you take on board as well. So just remember that. So overall, it was a very slow day for some. First day of this week's trading. Hope you guys all had a great Labor Day. But for us, it was a great day, a pretty fast day, making that good money, looking at charts, making sure that everything was, fitting how it's supposed to be. And we did our thing. Last thing I will say is, remember, this is not a full week of trading. Next week is the first full trading week of September. It's also my birthday, so make sure you keep that on watch. But yeah, make sure you check out the Discord as well. Come and check out the Royal Trading Academy. We talk about stocks there. We do the breakdowns. We analyze stocks. We discuss what we're looking at. We live trade. We do all that and a lot more as well. Come and check out the Stock Option Starter Pack. The link is in the description below. I believe that's the second link there. It has 10 videos that you'll have access to for life, so go and check it out. And lastly, follow me on all socials at The Wealth Prince on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter, all the same handle. And make sure you guys are back here next time for another video. That's it from me. Thanks a lot for watching this video. Be back here next time for another video. I go into making, you go into baking. See you guys next time for another video. Peace.
Game over.